Your biggest competitor just launched a product page that's ranking higher than yours in 3 days, while you have been stuck on page 2 for months. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to reverse engineer their entire strategy and beat them at their own game. By the end of this video, you will have a complete framework for dissecting any e-commerce competitor's strategy, from their on-page optimization secrets to their off-page authority building tactics. Plus, I will reveal one analysis method that exposes exactly how they are capturing market share while you are fighting for scripts. So, without further ado, let's get started. First thing you need to understand is that most people are analyzing the wrong competitors entirely. You have probably been focusing on your direct product competitors, brands that are selling similar items, but that's missing the bigger picture. In e-commerce SEO, you need to map 3 competitor types: direct competitors who sell the same products, indirect competitors who solve the same customer problems, and perceived competitors who show up for your target keywords even though they are in different industries. Let's say you sell fitness equipment like resistant bands. Your direct competitors are other fitness equipment brands selling similar products, but your indirect competitors might be fitness apps, online personal trainers, and gym membership services. Your perceived competitors will be fitness YouTube channels and workout blogs that rank for your keywords without selling any physical products at all. The magic happens when you analyze all 3 because each reveals different strategies that you can adapt for your own competitive advantage. But knowing who to analyze is just the foundation. The real intelligence comes from systematically dissecting their on-page optimization. And here's the uncomfortable truth. While everyone is obsessing over the latest SEO tactics, most e-commerce brands are missing the systematic optimization patterns that actually separate winners from losers. They look at competitor product pages and think, nice design, but they ignore the optimization patterns that actually drives rankings. So, competitors dominating SERPs follow repeatable on-page frameworks that you can reverse engineer. Here's a systematic approach. First, analyze their indexable pages to understand their product catalog strategy and site architecture. Use tools like Screaming Frog to crawl their entire site and identify how many pages they are actually optimizing versus just having online. Second, examine their title tag patterns across different page types. Most successful e-commerce sites use specific title formulas for product pages, category pages, and content pages. Look for patterns like how they integrate primary keywords, brand name, and commercial quantifiers. Third, decode their internal linking structure. This reveals their page authority distribution strategy and shows you which pages they prioritize for rankings. Tools like Screaming Frog can show you their internal link flow, but the real insight comes from understanding why they link certain pages together. By the way, I shared this in great detail in my 15-minute audit video. You can apply those methods to analyze competitors as well. Now, here's what comes next: AI-powered content gap analysis using semantic clustering. Instead of just looking at individual keywords, look for competitors who optimize for semantic clusters that are basically groups of related topics that Google understands as connected entities. You can reverse engineer this by analyzing which topic clusters their highest ranking pages target and how they structure content. I use Surfer to analyze their content depth and topic coverage. If you're realizing how complex e-commerce SEO really is and want to master the fundamentals of building a profitable store first, check out my complete e-commerce crash course. It covers everything from product selection to conversion optimization and so on and so forth. The link is in the description. Now, here's an advanced technique that goes with the strategy: conversion focused page architecture analysis. It's a real competitive edge that must replicate, mapping their customer journey from first click to purchase. This reveals their actual revenue strategy, not just their traffic strategy. Start by identifying their main entry points, which blog posts or category pages drive the most traffic, then trace the path users take to reach product pages and checkout. Use Ahrefs to see their top performing pages, then manually click through their site to understand the flow. Pay attention to where they place email opt-ins, what products they cross-sell, and how they handle cart abandonment. And then look at their landing page progression, how they structure headlines, where they place trust signals, and how they guide visitors toward purchase decisions. The most successful e-commerce sites use psychological trigger implementation that you can identify and adapt. Now, the real competitive advantages come from their off-page strategies as well, because traditional backlink analysis is dead. What works now in 2025 is understanding your competitors' systematic link acquisition, that is how they build their domain authority. authority. Most people just look at total backlinks and domain rating, but I analyze this link acquisition velocity pattern first. Here's how. First, identify their highest value backlinks, not just high authority domains, but links that actually drive their referral traffic as well. Second, analyze their link acquisition velocity to understand their outreach capacity. The most revealing insight comes from analyzing who links to them repeatedly. These recurring link sources reveal their partnership network, affiliate relationships, and content syndication strategy. If you can identify this relationship, you can often approach to the same sources with superior content or better partnership proposals. By the way, I have a complete video on my channel where I shared how you can do a deep dive link analysis of your competitors and base your strategy from there. Now, there is another critical layer most competitors are completely ignoring that you must leverage without wasting any time: cross-channel brand mention analysis. Google's algorithm now considers brand mentions across all digital channels, not just traditional backlinks. When your competitor gets mentioned on industry podcasts, discussed in LinkedIn posts, or referenced in Reddit threads, those signals contribute to their overall authority. The framework is called omni-channel authority mapping. You track where competitors are mentioned, how they are positioned in those mentions, and which channels drive the most authority. This reveals their PR strategy, partnership network, and thought leadership approach. But there is something that's going to make all the difference: AI brand mention analysis. When prospect asks ChatGPT or Google's AI what's the best fitness equipment brand, the AI's recommendations are based on training data from thousands of brand mentions across the internet. And along with all of these, you just cannot afford to miss advertising intelligence. The smartest e-commerce competitors coordinate their SEO strategy with their paid advertising campaigns to get the maximum market share. You can analyze their Google ads using Ads Transparency Center and Facebook Ads Library. This integrated approach often reveals competitive advantages that pure SEO analysis would miss. For example, the titles on their Google ads would bring you some ideas for SEO titles too. Now, here's where most competitive analysis stops, but wait till I show you some additional strategies as well. And before I show you those, if you're thinking this is exactly what my e-commerce business needs to implement and you want to help implementing these systems, I'm working with a selective group of e-commerce brands this year to implement these exact strategies. We handle everything from SEO to advertising on an equity basis or monthly retainer, so we are invested in your success and get you sales no matter what. Check the link in the description and let's chat. Now, the first advanced technique is a traffic analysis per country. International e-commerce competitors aren't just building global SEO strategies. They are systematically prioritizing specific geographic markets based on competition levels and opportunity size. You can reverse engineer their international expansion strategy by analyzing their traffic distribution and content localization patterns. I use similar web and Ahrefs to see which countries drive their highest traffic. Then analyze how they adapt their SEO strategy for different markets, different keyword targets, local content creation, and market-specific optimization approaches. Maybe they are hosting different content on the same domain or a subdomain or maybe a completely different domain. You get it, right? Now, here's another aspect that cannot be missed in e-commerce: seasonal strategy analysis. E-commerce is heavily seasonal depending on the product type, and smart competitors shift their entire SEO focus based on seasonal demand and promotional calendars. And here is how to analyze this. Track when competitors launch seasonal content and promotional pages. Use Wayback Machine to see when they historically create Black Friday pages or holiday gift guides. Then monitor how they handle inventory changes when products go out of stock. Do they redirect those pages or let them 404? Because this reveals massive opportunities. I don't know if you have noticed this or not, the biggest use of 302 redirect is when there is a promotional offer going on. Let's say Christmas. They redirect homepage to that offer one. Obviously, an international store won't do it, but you got the idea. So, when you understand this seasonal playbook, you can beat them to market next year. Now, here's what most people don't realize. Your biggest competitive advantage isn't having better products or more budget, it's speed of response to market opportunities. Most established e-commerce brands have approval processes, inventory constraints, and decision-making hierarchies that slow down everything. While they're stuck in meetings debating strategy, we work on entire market opportunities. For this strategy, track how quickly competitors launch new product pages after trending keywords emerge. Monitor their content publishing velocity, measure their response time to algorithm updates or policy changes. This reveals their team structure, budget constraints, and decision-making processes, and shows you exactly when they are vulnerable. As Warren Buffett said, be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. Alright, everything I've shown you works, but there's one insight that makes all others exponentially more powerful. It basically separates market leaders from followers in 2025. They don't just analyze what competitors are doing, they predict what competitors will do and position themselves accordingly. In this strategy, you combine all analysis technique I have shown you, on-page patterns, office strategies, response times, and market behavior to create predictive model of competitor actions. When you understand a competitor's content production capacity, budget allocation patterns, seasonal behavior, and decision-making speed, you can systematically stay one step ahead. While they are replicating what worked last quarter, you are already capturing the opportunities that will define in next quarter. This way, you are not just copying what works, you are creating systems that let you predict and counter their moves before they make them. When you master this framework, you transform from a reactive competitor into a market leader who sets the pace instead of following it. That's it for this video. If it helped you realize what's really possible with reverse engineering your competitors, you need to see what I reveal in my Google AI mod video that's already live on my channel. I break down exactly how AI overviews are changing e-commerce search and why traditional SEO strategies are becoming obsolete. You need to watch it to stay ahead of the game. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.